Hey, it's Judy Farmer. I am live this evening at 6:30 Eastern in Michigan, Detroit, Michigan, and I have to adjust my phone. This is really hard to do, you guys. If you ever did a live YouTube, you can't really see how the video is going to look until you turn it on. So they got to fix that because, okay, that's good. All right, so now I'm nice and tall, and there's so many things that we can do in standing so that if you do not have a mat, you can just stand and do the Pilates without a mat. And that's always nice because then you want to stretch and do some other things with your body, you can. But when you're just standing, there's a lot you can do. Number one, and probably the most important thing that you can do standing, is stand correctly, right? Anybody who sees this video, who's been working with me, knows that I teach posture. Posture isn't from yoga. Posture isn't from any other particular exercise or Pilates. Posture is the way that human beings, Homo sapiens, are supposed to walk in the healthiest way and stand in the healthiest way. So let's just go through that, why don't we? Oh, by the way, you see I have my little Keto Diva t-shirt on. That's because my precious darling stepdaughter said, you know, Judy, I think I want to just dive into keto and just start living the life. And so she came over and we cooked all day. We cooked all kinds of nutrient-dense food, vegetables. We made some desserts. We made ribs. Let's see, we made we made tortillas that you can use like to eat, you know, tacos or salads in there. And they're really good, and they don't have any flour. They don't have any grains in them, but they still like hold your taco. It's really cool. You can even make like Doritos out of them if you fry them. And so anyway, we worked on the recipes and we had so much fun today. And so I am not a lover of cooking, believe me, ask my kids. But when I segment up my time and I cook, it's great and I do really well. And the best thing I think to do if you don't love cooking is to do it with someone. Do it with your partner, do it with one of your kids, do it with someone else so that you can kind of enjoy each other while you're doing it, okay? Solitary is fine, but sometimes that other person can really make it fun, and that's what we do in my Weight Loss for Good class. Week 6 is cooking time, so everybody comes, we come in the kitchen and cook. Circumstances being what they are now, it's not going to be quite the same. We're going to have to do that differently, but I haven't come to that bridge yet, so that's not until September 22nd I start that class. The rest of it, if you want to do it, is online, or you can have just a consultation with me, a free consultation to schedule on JudyFarmer.com to see like what would help you with your weight loss journey. That's what I do, I help people with their weight loss journey. So back to standing. As we stand, so we breathe, so our spine works, so all our organs work in the body well when we're standing in proper posture, okay? So let's start with that. When we're in proper posture, we place our feet right under the sit bones. I was just going through with my new student Gaitra on Monday night. Monday night is a beginner class for people who have never done it before with me outside. We had a beautiful time. All right, so you drop a plumb line from your hip bones down, and it should drop right in the soles of your feet, okay? That means your legs are pretty much in their alignment, the way they're supposed to be, okay? They're not really supposed to be out here. So when you catch yourself with your legs apart, you're potentially causing problems over time for the knees and parts of the back and things. So bring those feet up under you and let them hold you. All right, next up, with the feet, we want to feel our feet like two little tripods in the floor, in the grass, in our shoes. Outer sole, inner sole, and heel. That's the two little tripods, those 3 points. Inner sole, outer sole, and heel. So you feel yourself evenly distributing weight on the feet. Now, if you notice you're not doing that, you want to practice doing that because that is what's going to help your body be better over time. So those little things, practice, make a difference. Next, we want to lift the heels slightly off the mat. By that I mean off the ground, the grass. By that I mean press into the soles of your feet and feel the 10 toes going down into the floor or into your shoes. Feel it? Okay, so your heel feels slightly lifted. Now, always almost always in Pilates, we want to soften the knees. And that means keeping them slightly bent because we want the musculature to work together. We don't want to just lock in and push down into that knee joint. We want to let the knees soften so the quads can engage, so all these other muscles, the glutes and the back can work properly. So let's review the legs. We've got those feet just under the hip bones, straight down from the hip bones. For men, 3 or 4 inches apart. For women, 2 or 3 inches apart, generally speaking, okay? Next comes, we place the sole of the foot down. And we feel the pressure there primarily, not so much in the heel, okay? So we want to feel that lifted feeling, just light. So we're slightly lifted, feel it? Then we want to keep the knees soft, okay? That means slightly bent. You don't want to lock them in place. Good. Now, if you have trouble with pronation or toeing in, I want you to work on straightening those feet out. Even bring them out a little bit to the side because we want to correct imbalances. That's what we do in Pilates, even with our feet. And I have another video that's been quite popular. It's called Pilates for your feet. That's isolating the feet. It's just some simple exercises that done daily can really help your feet. Personally, I have a lot of difficulties with my feet hereditarily, and Pilates helps me to maintain almost every activity that I want to at my age. Next, we're going to talk about our hips. Our pelvis is the basin that holds the body up. It's shaped sort of like a bowl, isn't it? So we're holding the entire torso up with this beautiful pelvis, okay? So now we have to find the proper pelvic placement. So for some of us, we kind of tip the hips forward. See what I'm doing? So sort of tip the hips forward a little bit, kind of like the old-fashioned posture for women's beauty, for fashion, or also the posture for kind of the old teenage posture where people used to kind of let their hips be forward rather than standing up straight. Now, I think a lot more of the younger generation are doing good posture now, and I appreciate that. I think they really are, but there was a phase where that was fashionable to have bad posture for young people. All right, so what we want to do is test the limits of the pelvis. So we're going to have your hand on your lowest part of your tummy, and then your other hand on your sacrum. Now, from here, we want to tuck the tail. So as you're sort of tucking your pelvis forward, you start to feel, ooh, the tightness of the hamstrings, the shoulders start hunching forward. It's just not doing good things for your body. Now, we're going to take the pelvis, we're going to tip it all the way back and exaggerate it. Take a breath in. Exhale, bring your tail back like you're lifting it like a little puppy dog way back. Now as you do that, you feel your lumbar tighten up, the muscles in your back are tightening up. Oh, it's not good for the back. So we don't want that either. That's like when you have the pregnant or the beer belly posture. Now what we want to do is find the perfect posture for you. So you have to feel inside your body. Become aware while you're doing this movement with me. We are standing in that posture of the beer belly right now where our tail is tipped back. Let's take our breath. Now what we're going to do is tip slowly forward while we exhale and feel the point at which you feel tallest. When you hit that tall sweet spot, that's your pelvic placement. When you bring the tail down and feel tall, you feel like there's a flat, there's a vertical space here. Okay, so it's straight up and down. Now you might have a tummy in the way, but with the bones, the pubic bone and hip bones, it's a flat spot, like a little triangle there. So, and also it makes us feel taller. It actually feels good to place your pelvis in the right place. And I have to say, most of you are probably already there, but this is for everyone to just fine tune. Okay? That being said, we're going to talk about the core. What is this core thing? The core of the core, think about it, is down deep. The layers of musculature that hold our gut in place. All the organs that are down in the pelvis are held in place by sets of muscles, and they sort of wrap around. So when we do the exercise called the Kegel for women, or when we suck up the low, between the legs area, and act as if we're trying to hold urine or lift, then we're engaging the lowest part of the core. We're engaging the core of the core. So incorporating that movement, lifting the pelvic floor into pulling the belly in and up is what we want to do. So we're going to practice that. First of all, we have to find our sweet spot where we pull the tummy in. So put your fingertips on your hip bones. Take a breath in. Breathe out softly and bring the fingertips together. And where they touch, pull right there. Where is it? It's usually a little bit below your navel, right? When you hear exercise gurus talk, they say, bring your navel to your spine or pull your navel in. Well, your belly button is not quite where you should be pulling in. There's layers of muscle just under that we should become aware of. And having the finger there will help us to create a connection between this feeling of this spot and our identifying with our minds. Because that's what we do when we're doing these movements. They're very mindful. So as your fingertip is there, you're becoming more mindful of that spot. Now when you release your hand from that spot right below the navel, you're still aware of it. You still kind of feel like you're touching it a little bit. That's you're creating a new connection. So let's focus on that spot and pull that spot in. It doesn't have to go in very far. Just push it in and lift the pelvic floor. So we're engaging like we're trying to hold urine, and we're pushing the tummy in right below the navel, and then we're pulling it up. So it's in and then lifting it, in and up. That's what they call the Pilates scoop, where you scoop the tummy. So you're pushing it in and pushing it up at the same time. So we are going to practice that, and you will if you do my other classes. We're always scooping the tummy. Next, we want to incorporate the chest, the upper body. The very simple way to do that is by shoulder blade placement. Let's take awareness to the shoulder blades, and we're going to do a slow shoulder shrug, lifting them up. So you feel all the muscles around the shoulder that are lifting it up. Now those same muscles are going to really push it down nice and slow. Inhale. Exhale, bring the shoulder blades down, 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 down. Keep going. So everything, all your shoulder girdle is pushing the shoulder blades down and into the back. What that does is it creates strength in the shoulder area. For example, when you watch ballet, you never see the weak, flailing shoulder. You always see the shoulder pushed down and in and lifted right from the side of the chest, right? It's a beautiful thing because it's the way the human physique is made to work in its optimal place. So when we're pushing those shoulders down and holding them in place, that is what gives the strength to the upper body. When we're pushing the shoulder blades down and holding them in place with your other muscles, you're going to get stronger at that. You also tend to lift from the center. So we don't want to open and push that tummy up. No, we want to bring the shoulder blades down and lift up from the center. Feeling strong, feeling open, feeling good. Okay, there are the shoulders. Last but not least, the neck. The neck is really important. A lot of us have a lot of trouble with our neck, and we do exercises in here for the neck. If, for example, your chin is jutted forward, let's imagine this is you. Let's take a breath in here. Now, lift through the tops of the ears on your breath out. Lift as you exhale. Lift. As you do that, notice how the neck comes into place. This nice, gentle cervical curve on the neck. So I went from here to lifted through the sides of the head, the sides of the neck. That's the posture. That's all the movements that create that perfect posture. Now we're going to practice 2 times, nice and slow, going through them all at the same time. So stand up, face your monitor, face your screen, okay? And we're going to start. Hands at the sides. Inhale first. Hold the breath, create a little tension now. Pull your tummy in and up and lift the pelvic floor. Exhale through the mouth. Feel all 10 toes on the floor. Keep exhaling. Your heels are lifted. Your knees are soft. Your tail is pointing straight down. You're feeling tall through the pelvis. Tummy is scooped. Pelvic floor is lifted. Sternum comes up. Shoulders down and lifted through the ears. So you go through each part of the posture. And as you practice that posture and utilize it when you're walking and standing, you will feel better. You'll feel happier, actually, and you'll feel healthier. Let's try it one more time. Your feet are right under your hip bones. We breathe in. We hold air in the back, in the chest. We engage the tummy, scoop in and up. Then we breathe out of the mouth slowly. Lifting at the heels, softening the knees, tail is pointed straight down, tummy scooped, chest is lifted, shoulders are down, and we're lifted through the ears. Great. So that's your posture. That's why when you see people that do ballet, when you see them walking, they look like they're floating because their body knows how to move correctly. So practice that. Now for some exercises to build muscle, starting with one of the most effective and most recommended exercises that I will ever tell you to do is the squat. Different kinds of squats you can do. I like the Pilates squats because they force you to go slow. Let's try some. See how you do. So you're going to take your feet apart to a comfortable place. They do not have to be in alignment because we're just working through the quads and the back and the butt. Take your breath. Now we're going to find ourselves in a chair. Okay, so you're sitting in an imaginary chair. So you're finding those quads are beginning to be activated here. You're sitting tall in your imaginary chair. Oh, are they heating up? Do you feel that? Do you feel your muscles? Now we're going to slowly on the breath come all the way down to the primitive squat. Take a breath. Exhale all the way down, and we just relax here for just a minute. Inhale. Now we're going to go back to the chair and exhale. Exhale, just go to the chair. Stay deep. Keep the heat. Keep the intensity. Slow on the down. Let's do several more. Exhale up. Pause. And we go slowly on the down. And we exhale up. Pause. And we go, don't stand up. Only go up to your chair, your imaginary chair. Exhale and pause at the difficult piece. Okay? Feel the burn. Let's do 3 more. Lower. Use your breath. Pause. Good. 2. Lower. You can do it. Exhale. Pause. Woohoo! 1 more. Lower. Exhale. Pause. Stay paused. Now we're going to pick up one leg. And we're going to hold and feel the burn. Woohoo! I got to stand up for a minute. Feel the burn as best you can. When it burns too much, stand up, let the blood flow in, and get it running again. Breathe. Your knee is bent. You want to activate your quads and feel the burn for 1 more breath in and out. Sit in the chair. Then pick up the other leg. We hold. Breathe. And keep the squat. Well done. This is important. We have to have that muscle staying muscular in the legs. Inhale. Exhale. Woohoo! Hanging in there? I hope so. If you need to, stand up, in, out, stay in your chair. Holding it for 30 seconds. 1 more breath in and out. Come to the chair and up. And well done. That's a great exercise, isn't it? All right, let's do a couple more. We're going to do our standing spine roll. A couple of people that I teach, they do this every morning, and it really pays back in dividends. You really align and straighten your spine, you become centered, and you get yourself ready for the day. So we're standing in that great posture. Remember, posture is what you can use anytime. If you're standing in line, if you're standing for any reason, you can practice that posture. We're very lifted through the top of the head. In Tai Chi, they call that the golden string coming right through the crown. So we want to lengthen the spine. Now we're going to disassemble it. Listen. If you are doing it, I'd rather you do it, not just watch. But listen and do it with me. Take a breath. On the exhale, bring the chin down. And we begin to slowly peel the spine forward. Now this is a great exercise for identifying imbalances, peeling forward, nice and slow. You're very focused on your spine. I want you to release those arms by swinging them forward a little bit. Don't let them get tight. Now let the crown of the head be real heavy. Imagine that the crown of your head is like a big football helmet with a magnet on it. It's pulling down towards your feet. Woohoo! Now as you're peeling forward, you're going to feel sometimes like little tingles or things like that. That's great. That's really good for you. So we're peeling forward slowly. If you're already hanging forward, that's okay. But slow and steady is what will really change your spine. Okay, getting to the point at which we are hanging forward. Here, we want the knee slightly softened, but we do want to feel the stretch in the hamstring. Breathe. As we exhale, we let the belly muscles go here. And you really can feel the lumbar release. Okay, so you don't engage your abs on this one. Inhale, exhale. Now we're going to really release, just letting your body be very heavy here for one more breath in. And release and let your head fall from between the shoulders. Let go. Don't worry, you're not going to lose it. Let go. Ask your tense neck to let go. Just a little more. Tell your neck it's okay. It's okay to let go a little bit more. Good. Now practicing that will really give you a lot of release through the head and neck. Take away those tight neck muscles and let them be loose. All right, the way to come up is the same way we came down, one vertebra at a time. So we breathe in. Now we're going to slowly come up. Think about the sacrum. Then think about the first vertebra, letting your arms hang, letting your head hang, going through the lumbar, one vertebra at a time, hanging your head forward, stacking your vertebra. Let those arms hang. All right? Now don't come all the way up yet. Stay with me because I want to tell you something when we get to the top. Keep your chin down. That's what I want to say. Keep your chin down until you cannot roll up anymore. See how I'm doing this? My chin is down and already top, and then bring your chin up last. Good. The reason we bring our chin up last is because we don't want to retain tension in the neck. We want to articulate through it and bring it up so that we can make it feel more flexible and strong. All right, let's do another one. Taking your feet right under your hip bones. We're going to take the arms apart. I love this one. We're going to reach to the left. We're going to reach to the right. Reach as far as you can. Feel your arms pulling apart at the fingertips. We're going to take a slow shoulder shrug in and out. Down it goes. Ooh, that's good. Now I want you to pull your arms behind you and open that chest. Oh boy, really opening it up. Pulling the arms behind you. Take a breath in. Now pull your hands. Pull your thumbs behind you. Twist your hands, palms up, and then pick your arms up as you exhale. Exhale, 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 exhale. You can't really see my hands. Okay, I want you to clasp your hands together in a way that's comfortable for you and push your palms to the ceiling. I want you to really try to reach the sky with your body. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Stay, breathe. Stretch, stretch, and stretch. You're up on the soles of your feet here. Now we're going to tip back. If it makes you dizzy, don't do it, but we're going to tip back a little bit. Use your glutes, engage your glutes in order to control this. So you're not looking at the monitor, right? You're looking straight ahead and up and tipping back. Okay? Good. So you have to look at the screen a little bit, right? Take a breath. Now you're going to bring your arms out and push down hard with resistance and slowly. Creating counter resistance all the way back until your hands touch, and then you're going to clasp and pull. Just like the one we do on our tummy in Pilates. You squeeze those shoulder blades together. It's a really good one to do in the middle of the workday. It just feels great. We're going to do that one more time. One arm out, the other arm out. Reach really far. Now we're going to twist your hands so that the palms are up. Your hands are open, all 5 fingers. Pull your arms way back, opening the chest. Feel it? Take a breath. Exhale, up it goes. Slowly. And reach. And then clasp the hands. Push the heels of the palm way up. And reach. Just pull those shoulders up. Pull your chest up. Pull your face up. Everything. Just stretch it to the sky. So good for you. Really good. Take a breath. Exhale, we're going to tip back a little bit and reach. So you're controlling your body with your glutes here. Engage your glutes so that you can protect yourself as you tip back. We're also stretching the belly here. Breathe once more. Now, slowly we go. Take a breath in and slowly open the hands and push. Imagine you're pushing hard against something. You're bringing it down and down and down and down and down and holding those hands together and pull it down. Oh, feels good, huh? Good. Opening the chest. Feel the arms pulling down behind you. Well done. All right. Let's do another one which will really help the back. Okay? So for this one, you spread your legs apart just a little bit, about a little wider than shoulder width. And then you take your left arm up and tip to the side. Use your right hand to help you balance. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to keep the length here, and we're going to drop that left elbow down in front of the face. We're going to look up at the left elbow and pull the left hip away from it. So you're turning the hip away. Okay, so you really feel the stretch in your lats. You're looking at the hand, it's reaching up. Now, we're going to breathe in. Tuck your tail, bring both hands up, and reach across with a rounded back. Slowly reach across, all the way across. Great stretch. You're going to feel good from this, you guys. Then we're going to drop the left hand. We're going to take the right hand up over the face and hold. Now we're going to bring it back around. So we want to make sure we have a nice side stretch here. Bring your elbow all the way up. Pull that side stretch. We're going to drop it and reach for a breath in. Exhale, drop it in front of you. Look up at the hand and reach. Feel the stretch in your lats. Take another breath. Exhale, pick up your left hand, hunch your back, bring your body all the way around to the right. Drop your right hand, and we're back where we began. Very good. Feel the stretch. Take it all the way up and roll back up. Now we're going to do the same thing, starting with the other side. We're going to take the right arm, tip to the side, and hold. So you're mirroring me, okay? And we're looking at each other. Take a breath. Now we're going to drop that right arm and look up at the hand. So we're not looking at the screen right now. Take a breath. Exhale. Make sure you stretch here first. Use your other hand to help you balance. You're stretching your lats. Take another breath. Pick up the hand, tuck the tail, and bring it around, all the way around, nice and slow. Stretch. Really hunch your back and reach. Take a breath. Drop. And reach that left arm up, and you're in a side stretch here. Stretch it, feel it, lengthen it, breathe in. Now we're going to drop it down, look up at the left hand, and stretch through the lats on the left side. Hold, breathe in. Pick up the other hand, hunch your back, bring it across. Nice and slow for a great stretch all the way across. Rounded back stretch, and drop your left hand. Pull your right elbow over the ear, and here you are, back where we began on that side. And up we go. Oh, I love that one. One more. Trying to remember what it was. Can't remember what it was. Well, what I want to end with is our super duper hamstring stretch. And if that comes to me, the other one I want to do, I will do it after the hamstring stretch. But I know we got to do that one. So the best hamstring stretch that you ever saw is coming right up. What you do is you find your tallest posture, right? Just like I taught you in the beginning of the video. And then you take one arm out and then the other arm out. So your arms are out to your side, your shoulders are pushed down, your neck is lifted. Now we're going to keep the back tall and straight. We're not going to round the back at all. We're going to bend only at the hinge of the hips. Okay? So you won't be able to go down very far initially. Stay with me. Let's try it. Keep your head up. Breathe in. Tip. And feel your hips lift. Feel your sit bones lift. See, I'm giving you the side view. Keep your chin up. And boy, do you feel the hamstring stretching. So what we're doing is we're keeping the shoulders down and back. Breathe. Exhale. Keep your jaw up. See? And we want to feel the hamstring stretching from the sit bones all the way down. You can soften the knees here, especially if it hurts you. You don't want to do that. So what we want to do is feel the achiness of the stretch. And we want to, on the exhale, come down a little bit more without rounding the back. Let's try it. Inhale. Exhale, lift a little bit more at the sit bones. Feel it, feel it. Feel the lift at the sit bones. Ooh. Now, what you want to do is think of yourself as sort of an old-fashioned ironing board, right? Nice and flat across the top. Holding this makes you tired because you're really holding those arms out securely. Your shoulders should be getting tired. You're really feeling that stretch up through the feet, up through the hamstrings. Let's stay for one more complete breath. Keep your head up. Don't hunch your head. Exhale. Good job. Lengthen out through those sit bones. Keep the stretch. Now, my favorite part. Let's release all of it slowly. On the exhale, breathe in. Exhale, bend the knees. Soften the arms. Let the head fall. Let the entire body hang forward with your bent knees. Okay, so this is a release. It's no longer a stretch, although it does feel good. It feels like a stretch too. Take a breath. Exhale, letting it go. Releasing the belly, releasing your back, releasing your neck. Great job. Feeling it through the back, feeling everything go. All right. So, I still can't remember the other one. I'll probably just end up including it in another video. But I think that was a lot of really good standing Pilates movements for you in this nice short little video. And I want you to share this with people. It's not hard, as you can see, it's not hard, but it's challenging. Those squats are challenging. And if you can make yourself do all of them without, standing, without letting up on those quads, your legs are going to get stronger. You're going to build muscle. You have to keep building muscle because if you don't want to lose it, muscle is a major organ in the body. If we lose muscle, we lose our longevity. So we want to keep muscle going. So subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Leave a comment. If you have a question, leave it. Go to JudyFarmer.com. If you want to schedule a talk with me, you can do that. Or share this with someone else, especially someone over 40 or over 50. It's a great video for our age group. Love you guys. I hope to see you next Tuesday at the Intermediate Advanced Pilates. I had a problem with my eye. That's why I didn't do Pilates the other day, and that's why I'm covering it. But it'll get better. God bless.